Hello all, welcome back. In this video, we are going to look at MobSF. MobSF stands for Mobile Security Framework. It is an automated all-in-one mobile application pen testing framework that helps you to run static and dynamic analysis of Android as well as iOS applications. It helps you perform runtime assessment. The best part of MobSF is that the reports can be downloaded in a PDF format. It is open source as well as simple to use. In order to set up MobSF, all you require is these commands. For Linux and Mac, you can directly install it using git clone and then run the setup.sh file. For Windows, you can run the setup.bat file. Recently, MobSF has got its update and you can now install MobSF using Docker. All you have to do is visit its official website and you can use docker pull command in order to set up MobSF for your system. So it's the demo time and let's have a look about MobSF. So even if you don't set up MobSF, what you can do is you can go onto this particular website called as mobsf.live, wherein an application of MobSF or a version of MobSF is already running. The version that is running is version 3.7.0 beta. You can upload any APK file over here. Please make sure that you do not upload your client's APK file, or if you are someone who is doing bug bounty, please do not upload any private file because all of these files are stored onto their server. So please make sure that you do not do this. You can simply visit MobSF GitHub in order to download download the application and use it for you. So for the newer versions, there's a quick setup you can do using Docker. You can pull using this particular link and you can run docker run it-rm. This will take some time and you require Docker desktop in order to be installed for it. So let me just open Docker desktop. You can install Docker desktop by simply going onto its website. From here you can download Docker desktop for Apple, Windows as well as Linux, and then simply go to your command prompt and paste the command docker pull, and this is going to pull it for you. Now this is going to take some time for it to get pulled. Once pulled, you can run docker and you can run MobSF and visit its port number, its associated port number for further analysis. For us, what we are going to do is we are going to visit mobsf.live and we are going to upload our demo application. That is, in our case, it's going to be diva application.apk. Once uploaded, MobSF will take some time. For this, MobSF will take some time and it's going to give you all the static analysis information related to this. So it's going to give you the file name, it's going to give you the file size, the security score, the tracker's detection score, application name, package name, which in our case is jakar.asim.diva, main activity, target SDK version, minimum SDK version, and such all things. The first vulnerability that we can find over here is that the application is signed on using V1 signature, and in the application signing and verification section, I already told you that the application should be signed with the version 3 signature. So this is the first vulnerability that you can report, that it's only signed using version 1 while version 2 and version 3 signatures are missing over here. You can start the dynamic analysis section by going on to this link. We will be seeing this a bit later. For currently we are only going to check out the static analysis. You can view the Android manifest.xml file and you can provide vulnerabilities such as user permissions, intents, etc. that we have already seen before. Okay, besides this, you can view the entire source code. You can view the smallish file as well. So this is the entire source code that you can view. You can go inside Jakar Asim Diva and you can view all the different types of Java source codes that is available. You can download the APK, you can view the smallish code, you can download the smallish code, etc. Now the permissions file that we have already seen before inside Android manifest.xml file, the same permissions are present over here. Over here are present all the Android APIs, as you can see, content providers, etc. Everything is available. In the certificate analysis section, you can see that the application has been signed with debug certificate. Again, this is a vulnerability. Why? Because if it's signed with a debug certificate, any user or any attacker can debug the particular application. The application is also vulnerable to JNS vulnerability, which basically means that if it's signed with version 1 and if it allows running on Android versions 5.0 to 8.0, which this particular application allows, then it is vulnerable to JNS vulnerability. In order to prevent it, one should disable version 1 and sign the application using version 2 and version 3. The third of the fourth vulnerability that we can see over here is that the app can be installed on a vulnerable Android version. We have already discussed this. Since the minimum SDK version is 15, it can be installed on a vulnerable Android version. We can also see that the debug is being enabled for this application. The application can be backed up. We can see there are multiple intent filters that exist and that are not protected. In the code analysis section, we see that there's an issue that states that the application logs information or sensitive information should never be logged. However, some sensitive information is being logged. Some sensitive information is being stored in temporary files, and application uses SQLite database as well. So if you can see, this is not a parameterized SQL query. Rather, this is a query that can be executed, and hence the chances of SQL injection are high as well. We can see that the application can read and write to external data storage as well. In the shared binary analysis section, there's a lot of things that are high. We can definitely report them as well. Moving forward, these are the NIAB analysis part. Some of these are important for us, such as storage of credentials to non-volatile memory. These things are protected. However, if there is something high, you can always report it. We have then the server locations. As you can see that we have one server location, and the server location would be found below. So it's a server location of Payatu with its IP address, country, region, city, latitude and longitude as well. So Payatu is the official developer of this particular application. So this we cannot consider as a vulnerability. You can see there's a URL that has been used in this particular file, that is payatu.com. If there are any Firebase related or Firebase database related vulnerability, it would be seen over here. These are all the strings that are present inside the application. You can go through them one by one manually, and there's a good chance that you would be able to find some. There's a provider, as you can see over here, that is jakar.asim.diva.nodes provider. These are all the resources that are being used inside the Diva application. And then finally, you might also see some hard-coded keys that are P key and nodes pin. So these are also some hard-coded keys that are available. You can download the PDF report by visiting the PDF report, and you can download it. This is a good PDF report that MobSF creates for you, including all the severity and all the file names. So that's it for this particular video. I hope you understood how you can install and use MobSF for static analysis. Thank you.